Representative Wilhite, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You recognize Representative Benjamin.
Representative Benjamin in debate.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The 14th Amendment was enacted to protect people like me, people who look like me, because our country during that time said that people who look like me weren't worthy of citizenship, weren't worthy of the rights that my ancestors slaved for. We weren't worthy. And so Congress, in its wisdom, sought to protect people like me. And in doing so, we breathed life into the 14th Amendment. And the 14th Amendment still wasn't good enough to confer upon me the ability to be involved in my government and select its leadership. So we had to breathe life into the 15th Amendment to ensure that we had the right to vote. And in breathing life into that amendment, we said that we should not act in a way that would diminish the ability of minorities to elect people to represent them. And I make no bones about it. For many of us, that means electing someone who looks like me. That's what it means. My ability to elect someone who looks like me under the premise that they share the same values as I and will come here and speak truth to power. And then Shelby came along and eroded that. Shelby came along and said that although we had over 115 to 120 years of no black representation in Congress, that in less than a century, we have now somehow been rehabilitated. And we should no longer look at it. But then the people of Florida spoke in fair districts. And the people of Florida said, we think it's still important to protect representation by minorities. And in Florida, we will not diminish that representation. These are common legal principles. Our federal government comes in through the 14th Amendment and sets the floor and says that you must do at least this. And it leads to the state governments an ability to regulate higher. Sometimes that meant making more restrictive laws. But in fair district, it meant expanding protections. It meant ensuring that the progress of people who look like me wouldn't be diminished. And that's what this map does. It's clear. In 1877, we only had one member of Congress. In 1992, we went to 3. Today, we have 5. After today, we will only have 2. Florida says that we should keep moving forward. Stop setting us back. Let us move forward. Black votes matter. Black voters matter. Black representation matters. I matter. My colleagues matter. Vote down on this bill.
Representative Wilhite.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You recognize Representative Diamond.
Representative Diamond in debate.